Pujamulam Gururpadam Mantramulam Gururvakyam Mokshamulam Guru Kripa Ajnanaatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karava Vahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Sri Gurubhyo Namah. Harihi Om. Salutations and prostrations to most worshipful and revered Guru Bhagavan, Sri Swami Shivanandaji Maharaj, Swami Chidanandaji Maharaj, all the saints and sages of the East and West, and you all, in whose heart the love for the Lord is there, may you all shine and prosper, is the sincere prayer. The Veda is the word to know. There are 4 Vedas, Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, Atharva Veda. Among these Vedas, there are a number of anecdotes are there. They bring a knowledge down to the earth, those who are seeking the truth. There is a very interesting story of a sage known as a III-1. There happened to be a king, and he was expert of knowing the conversation and the language of the birds and beasts. He was very generous, he was kind, he was open-hearted, he was living a life of a patriotism. Wonderful soul. Because of his generosity and charity, his name was not only known to the mankind, but to the birds also. One day, one bird couple was flying from the sky, especially passing through his city. The female bird said so, "Hey, stop. Soon we'll be crossing the city of this very special king. His power of penance, his power of sincerity, his power of the truth, his power of the loyalty, his power of a character is so much so that anyone passes from the top, they will get a fire. Better we go some side, long route." The male bird is given a smile. No. Now his power is not so much. Now the power of the III-1 is more strong than this king. It so happened that the king happened to be on the terrace of the palace, and he heard and listened carefully this conversation. And he was very keen to know, who is this III-1, who is more strong than me, more powerful, more patriotic, more generous. His tapas is so strong, I must know. He has asked his own subjects to find it out. It took time, but they were able to find it out because this so-called III-1 used to sit underneath of a bullock cart. So he was known as a sage of the bullock cart. The moment they were able to see, they verified it and reported the king. And king approached this sage. He came with 1,000 elephants, 5,000 horses, 10,000 camels, and 25,000 young boys and girls neatly dressed for the service of this sage. He came in a chariot, having big flags on the top, with all silken robe, golden crown on the top, big earrings lying here, diamond bracelets, studded gems in the neck. And he came to this Raikya Muni sitting underneath of this bullock cart, hardly within a loincloth, asking, most humbly with a folded hand, Sir, may I seek thy refuge? I am Janasruti, the king, most humbly requesting you, please bless me with the knowledge of the Absolute. And Raikya has turned the face like this. King came from this side, Raikya has turned another side. He never knew what to do. Then he went back. He has asked his own preceptors, the masters, I don't know what to do. I took 1,000 elephants, horses, camels, cavalry, young boys and girls as a slave, the plenty of gold, jewelries. Guru said, leave everything back. Take a half cloth, walk up to him and go and make a dandavat pranam. Most humbly fold your hand and seek a refuge unto him. So he went with a half cloth, all the way walking from his palace to the Raikya Muni. Please bless me with the knowledge of the Absolute. And then Raikya has given him a knowledge of the Absolute. Brahma Jnana. Yesterday we have stopped here. That what are all the problems that we are finding not to have is called excellence in action. The greatest problem is our individual ego. Yesterday we talked about it. All the saints and sages, they say so. Tavadasoham, tavadasoham, tavadasoham dasrathe, bhrityasya, 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 bhritya. Ramdas, Surdas, Kanakadas, Tulsidas, Nanakadas, they all claim we are dasas. Charanana ki dasi, Savariya, Mohaniya, Prabhu, avo, 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 avo ji, mere to giri dhar gopal, dusaran koi. MS sings like this. Mere to giri dhar gopal. I am the servant. They have even said so. I am the servant. Now, what is that principal cause that we having a holding in the ego and we want to have an excellence in our action? Because when you do action holding a ego, you can't succeed there. The Krishna has given a clue for this in the Bhagavad Gita's 4th chapter. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. Tad vidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya. Tad vidhi. So, O you, kindly fold your hand and just lie down in the front of the master and most humbly say, I am your servant, please help me, please guide me. Upadekshantite. Then he will impart a knowledge to live and lead a life of excellence in your action. Tadvidhi pranipatena. So very difficult. We carry our own self. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa Deva said very beautiful way. A fly which is staying, a bee which is staying in a market, it is known as a market bee. A market bee will be sitting upon a jalebi. Market B will be sitting upon a gatia also. All eatables. Then market B will sit on some so-called very dirty things are lying here and there, cow dungs also and what not. So what is in market B? It's like that only. But A, B belongs to the garden, go to the jasmine, to the roses, and to different flowers that are giving only fragrance. This garden bee doesn't go out. And so garden bee is enjoying the beautiful smell. But you ask this a market bee to come, enjoy. 3 days, the bee said so. I don't find anything very special. Why? Because his nose, his eyes, his mouth will fill with a filth. You have to clean it. When you clean this filth from the nose and mouth and eyes, then you have, beautiful smell. Ramakrishna Paramahansa, that's a very funny thing also. There happened to be a girl, she was a fisherman girl. And then she became one day late to go back to home. And she had one of her friend, was a flower-selling girl. She said, let me spend my night with her. She is my friend. She said, so okay, I'll give you the best place to sleep. And where? With the Mallipu, Pichipu, with the Mogra, Bela, Chameli, Kevda, Khas, Hina, all these flowers were stored in one room. Picked in the evening for next day morning to sell. Be here. This fisherman girl was so helpless. She cannot sleep there. All this smell. She brought her a basket of the fish, put little water in that. The whole room was filled with the fish. Then she had a sound sleep. This is what condition. A fisherman woman cannot enjoy that so-called a flower's fragrance. She wants only a fragrance, a smell of the fish only. Then you can't have an excellence in your action. You have to get out it, get rid of it. How it is possible? Upadekshantite. It's possible. When? That tadvidhi pranipatena pari prashnena sevaya. It's very interesting. That first thing, that you just, when you look up, you're looking up. When you come down, you look down. It's not down, you look within. When we keep our head up, we see outside only. You can see up only, but you don't see within yourself. Ghungat ka pat khol re, to hai piya milenge. That ghungat ka pat within you. Within you, again within you is not an outside. It's a matter, one king when they had a fancy, all kings are having a fancy, and they keep number of so-called vidwan, learned, scholarly people. Most of the time, they are only for the decoration. They are hardly vidwan. They know like that. Because they are all crammed up things. And a whimsical thought came, a khayal came in the king's mind. You all say so, that there is a Brahman. So where is Brahman? You say Brahman is everywhere. Yacha kinchit jagat sarvam drishyate shruyate piva antar bahichata sarvam vyapta narayana swayam jale Vishnu stale Vishnu Vishnu parvata mastake jwalamala kule Vishnu vyapta narayana sthita isha vasamidagum sarvam yat kinchit jagatyam jagat jidhar dekhta hu udhar tu hai. Kya? That is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. Where is that? You say so, that in the ocean, the salt is melted in the water. So you take a water and you drink and sip, then you know it's a salty water. And what is that proof that God is everywhere? Is within you, take it out. Within me, bring it out. Is somewhere, is in a so-called in this wall, in this hall, in this, where is that? Bring it out. Bring. Who can bring? They all pandits were sitting like this. What is to be done? Find out a reply. Otherwise, don't come tomorrow. It was a problem. The next day, you find that king came, doorkeeper came. None of them, they turn up. The whole court was empty, only the chairs. King was in a puzzle. What is this? Not a single learned, scholarly person can give me a proper reply. Then this doorkeeper most humbly said, Sir, if you kindly permit me, I can give a reply to you. King started scratching the head. Such a big learned people, scholarly people, they didn't turn up. And the servant said so. If they would have known, they would have given reply that very moment. Do you think that the reply has been kept in their privacy in some almirah to bring it out, open and bring? I will give you a reply. Okay, give. He says, okay, give. Now what is to be done? He says, you stand up from the throne. King has never experienced that someone, only a doorkeeper can ask him to stand up. Stand up. Why? You want a reply? Come down. I'll sit up. What is this? King, look here. No one is seeing, no one is listening. His matter is a prestige. He says, okay, then he said, now lie down on the floor, make a dandavat to me. Dandavat is a sixth posture in a so-called Surya Namaskara, Sashtanga Namaskara, Sa Ashta Anga, 2 hands, 2 knees, 2 legs, chest and forehead, all flat on the ground. What is that? You lie down. And king, first time in his life, he was flat on the floor. Is 1 minute passed, 2 minutes passed, 5 minutes passed. This doorkeeper said, so now please lift your head, I am supposed to give a reply to you. He said, no, allow me to be like this, I am enjoying peace. He has never put himself on the down. He has never experienced himself that I can be like this also. Pretty long time he was up, he says, I know the Brahman is everywhere. Why? Because so far I was looking up only. Now I look myself, within myself. When it can come, how it can come? Excellence cannot come from outside. No one can help. It is you to help your own self that we have already talked earlier. Uddhared Atmanatmanam Atmanam avasadayet. You have to help your own self. Then how you can help? Again, we have talked 2 different things yesterday. Among them, one was that a desire, another is a so-called a imagination. The desire comes when? Desire comes only because of that we know something is out than me, then the desire comes. When you know it is within you, then you don't have any desire, you know, because it's with me. It's my in possession. I'm the master. I'm the hero. Then you don't have a desire. The creation also is like that. Your whole total being should be diverted somewhere else. So what is being needed then? Is being needed, you should go to the master who can guide you. It's very essential. Day before yesterday, rather the second talk we have talked about it, that Kauna Batave Bhat Guru Bina Bada Vikat Yamaghat. Only you talk to the master and say, how I can do this. Master is always kind. He will tell you. But when you empty yourself then, this emptying is a very essential factor. And then, what are all this filled? Accepting this. What is that? What is that emptying? Emptying is the first thing, the ego. Kamascha, krodhascha, lobhascha, dehe tishtati taskaraha. Look here in Durga Saptasati, where the Saptasati starts from where? It said so there happened to be 2 guys. One was a king, one was a businessman. The king happened to be a Suratha king, and a businessman was a Samadhi, the businessman. Suratha had his own problem. He is coming to the Markandeya Rishi, requesting, please help me. I'm in a puzzle. I'm in a problem. What's the matter? My queen has clubbed her hand with our prime minister. And now they have kicked me out. I don't care for the queen or the prime minister. But the money which lies in the kingdom, it belongs to the public. They got no business to misuse that money because the property belongs to the nation. They got no right to use but the personal use. And the Samadhi name Vaishya said so. My wife and my children, they have clubbed together. They have banged me out. The wife also can bang. Children also can bang. And your minister also can bang. This is the reality. Now, the Markandeya Rishi said so, yes. How you can achieve something? You have to have a tapas or introspection to find your own energy. Energy is essential factor. We see from the eyes, we listen from the ear, we smell from the nose, we speak and taste from the tongue. Look here. The eye always claims, because of us only you are alive. Okay? Then people said, so, you go on and live, we'll enjoy. Why? Dekho nahi na daju nahi. Because of you only we create a problem. If I see a good flower, I will feel like plucking. If I don't see it, no problem. So 15 days people had a peace without the eyes. I came back. Ear also went and came back. Tongue also came and came back. More peaceful. Now there within themselves, there was a so-called a soul, the Atma. He said, let me also go now. The moment Atma started picking up, the legs started making a garbha. What is to be done? Arre, please don't go. So when we think that we want to excel in an action, though it is being done by the senses of action, with the help of the senses of a knowledge, it's been done by